Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you the 1/4 of a goldback. Idaho is the first state to do the quarter goldback, and I'm going to break down, give you a visual of just how much gold is in the 1/4 of a goldback. If you're a visual learner like myself, you might want to stick around and watch this, give you a good idea of what's going on in this tiny little goldback. So first of all, the video is kind of hard to convey how small this is. This is just 1/3 of a gram of gold on a little card. This card is business card size, so it is approximately the size of a business card. So it's very small. It looks bigger in videos. All the videos I've watched of these, they just look bigger, but it is tiny. So that's business card size. So this is what you're looking at right here. All right. Now, as far as the amount of gold goes, let's talk about that. So let's start with, this is a gram of gold. And a gram of gold, you would need 31 and some change, a little over 31 grams of gold equal a troy ounce. So if you take a troy ounce of gold and you chop it up 31 times, you're going to get a gram. So let's go even more fractional. I'm going to break this gram down even further into 1/3 of a gram. And when I actually got this one, I thought in my mind this was going to be 1/3 smaller since it's 1/3 of a gram. But actually, honestly, it takes up more surface area, but it's a lot thinner. The gold, this 1 gram has a little bit of thickness to it. This is 1/3 of a gram. It is paper thin. It's barely, you can barely feel it on there. So we've broken that gram down even further. Let's break it down into 1/3. This is our 1/3 gram. Now, 1/3 of a gram, you can break these down a lot of different ways, but for visual, the easiest way to see this, let me zoom out, is to go with 1 grain. There are 5 grains of gold in 1/3 of a gram of gold. So you have a gram, you have 1/3 of a gram, and you can break that down further into grains. 1/3 of a gram, there are 5 grains in a gram. Now this grain is tiny. It is like the size of a rice grain, a grain of rice. Inside that white border is a little bitty smidgen of gold. That is 1 grain of gold. So 1/3 of a gram, there are 5 grains in 1/3 of a gram of gold. Now these are approximate. They're very, very close. This isn't an exact match, but it is super close, and it's very close, especially for a visual, to get an idea of what's in these. So you can take 1 of these grams, so you can break that 1/3 of a gram down into 5 pieces, so you have 1 grain. 1/4 of a goldback, it takes approximately 8 goldbacks of quarter goldback to equal 1 grain of gold. So you have 8 goldbacks equals 1 grain. 5 grains equal 1/3 of a gram. 3/3 of a gram equal a gram. So also 15 grains could be a gram. 1/3 of a gram has 5 grains. Break that grain down into 8 pieces, and you have a grain of gold in these goldbacks. So really, approximately, it's about 1/8 of a grain of gold in a goldback.